is going to watch it, okay? All right, cool, 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 cool. So welcome to our VIP coaching training. And Susanna, was there something specific you wanted to work on today?
No, I don't have anything specific, but I'm glad that Steve is on there and both of us are on here because Steve, in our last conversation, we were kind of determining, so there's a lot of probably opportunities in the market. And so I think, Joe, just to bring you up to speed, I recommended for Steve that, and for anybody, right? So look in your area because you're going to know your area and look at the type of properties that you could take down by yourself with the investors that you can bring to the table, as well as if you have connections of other groups that you can partner with, like us, for example, then look at, where they're at. Because like you said, Joe, you really want to stay in your backyard for the same reason, right? You're super comfortable with the geographic area and people can tell you like price per door and the location, and right away you're like yes or no, right? It doesn't
All right.
take much. So, but when it comes to Stephen looking in kind of your backyard, he's not going to have, the same kind of reason. There's no point in looking on Crexie because you can look on Crexie. So, actually, I asked him to work with you in the next session on what are some good ways to get off-market listings or off-market deals. Because I know you're working on one right now and you're kind of the expert on that, right? I'm more like an expert
Yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah.
finance side.
So I'm glad we're talking about this, and I'm glad you're here, Stephen, today. Let me back it up just a little, okay? Because I did want to point out Prexy, and actually I wanted to point out something for my local audience, my MLS. Um, Sorry, it's getting warm. Had to turn off the heater. It's getting really warm in here. So, in when you're looking at different sources, whether it's Crexy or MLS, believe it or not, there are some deals in there. So I do have access to Crexy, but I don't have all the time in the world. And so I want to kind of share my screen a little bit today and kind of show you like real time what's going on in San Diego. And I'm going to point out something very, very powerful, Stephen, that I want you to be mindful of when you're either looking at your local MLS, multiple listing service, or Crexy. Okay, this is San Diego County. I know these areas very, very well. I could tell you the zip code and I know exactly where it is in San Diego County. 92101 is downtown, 92054 is Oceanside, Spring Valley. I could tell you everything because I know my market very, very well. When you start digging deeper, Stephen, here's what like a good clue would be right away. When you look at this thing here, this is why you want to get to know your market and know the players. When they're listed on multiple listing service or Crexy, there's some agents that shouldn't be playing in this sandbox, whether it's multiple listing or Crexy. What I mean by that is there's some residential agents that won't properly price properties. Those are sometimes very, very good deals. And so you could just kind of start looking right in your backyard. Here's another clue right here that I would be looking for right there. DOMLS. Do you know what that stands for, Stephen?
Said DMLS?
DOMLS.
DOMLS. No, I can't say that I do.
Okay. I'm going to give you a bunch of clues. Like I said, this will make like your deal searching faster too. Number one, start to know the agents. Are they a residential agent? You could even just look at their brokerage, like NARA Advisors. That might be commercial. If they say something like Century 21 or Berkshire Hathaway, they are probably residential agent that don't know what they're doing.
Right.
Secondly, DOMLS stands for days on market on multiple listing service. When I see something like this, 439, we were on our group training the other day with another student, and we saw like 600 something, right? That's several years. And so whenever I see that, you know, you you could probably create great terms or a great price or something going on. So I want you to start looking at these clues. The other one I mentioned, or Susanna mentioned, price per unit. I'm working on one right now that is like 200 something a door. That's
Mm,
unheard of in San Diego.
oh,
Unheard of. Right now, we know that's a great deal for the buyer that's actually buying it right now. It's actually in escrow, and so you want to look at this as well. So when you start to see these quick little clues, man, this is where you latch on the eyeballs, get your underwriting spreadsheet out, and start picking apart this deal. And always remember, Stephen, you cannot steal in slow motion. And so you want to whip out that LOI, get it to that agent right away, and then run with it and see if it could stick. Okay,
okay.
so those are some clues. Did you have anything to point out, Susanna?
You're right. Are you, so this DOM is that, I can't tell. Are you on MLS or are you on Crooksy?
This one's on MLS, multiple listing
See,
service.
I love MLS, but not everybody has access to it though, right?
Correct,
It's restricted, yeah.
correct. So that's where, you got to be a real estate agent or a real estate agent assistant. Another thing that I would also point out, when you have pictures, look at the pictures. Pull it up on Google Map, Google Earth, look at everything, because that will also tell you, is there a value add opportunity? Right here, I could see that like the parking pavement, that could be a value add. It's super gray. I see some cracks in it. That could be a value add. And so look for those opportunities as well whenever you look at just some pictures. Okay. These things will really start to tell you real quick if I should dig deep or not. Um, what else here? Like this one in San Diego, check this out. 2 units at 2.5 million. That's very rich. 1.2 million a door. That's something I would stay away from like immediately because I know I can't make the numbers work, right? If I got a $2.5 million purchase, my loan at 30% down, we're still looking at a pretty steep mortgage payment, at that price. So I
You
would
probably can't even do 30% down on something like that because that's what it looks to me, just like not seeing any details, looks to me like it's going to be a super low cap rate. You might need 50% down. I've seen deals
bingo.
in SoCal at 50, 60% down. It's not unheard of.
Yeah, 7,700 a month is a current lease. And then what I do like though, seller may carry financing. And
Love
so
that.
you want to like look at these different things that could potentially be an attractor or a deterrent from you moving forward. Vacation rental zone, um, yeah, know your areas well too, because like some of these areas won't allow like Airbnb, STR, short-term rentals, anything like that. So when you're looking at these multifamily, right here, this picture right here, I would check out the zoning because this right here, it looks like it's fenced in. Looks like I could add some more units here, an ADU, anything like that. That's a value add opportunity right there.
Are a lot of people doing that, Joe, with the
Yeah.
new ADU laws?
Oh yeah, whenever California is huge. So like if you wanted to play a little bit smaller to build up your equity stack, Stephen, go to 2 to 4 units, and add a ADU, something like that, because then you start, playing true Monopoly, four green doors, one red hotel. And that's how you really start kicking up the momentum pretty quickly because sometimes I'll tell you what, one of my multi-millionaire family members friend that does a lot of properties with me, they were new to the syndication game. And they go, man, I thought differently, Joe. There wasn't really much of a tax benefit for me being a passive. And right there now, I I go, great. Let's make you a GP, a general partner on the next deal. Right? So I, start working your database and figuring out like, is this person going to be a limited partner? Is this going to be my sponsor or GP for the next deal? So really start getting out there, Stephen, because the opportunities are going to be more and more abundant in 2026 for sure.
Yeah, I agree. And actually, so last time, um, Steve and I spent some time looking at some of the smaller deals in his backyard, and there's some great, like good looking, really kind of like that whole East Coast vibe or Southern vibe. Beautiful, gorgeous fourplexes. And what people don't realize is like a lot of times they're like, well, it's a fourplex. Like, okay, I know it's a fourplex, but number one, maybe you buy two fourplexes, now you have 8 units. Because, for example, when you start looking into like qualifying for you yourself to be the GP, you need to be qualified for lenders like, Fannie, Freddie, SBL. And if you have 8 units, and they may be two fourplexes, because to them it doesn't matter how you obtain them, whether it was with residential financing or commercial. But now I have 8 units or 12 units, right? And that's enough to qualify you to enter into, the big boy loans on the Fannie Freddie side.
Absolutely. And when you're a little bit newer too, don't be opposed to other asset classes because I don't know what's hot to trot in your market. So like I would really start to study your market and kind of what I'm doing right now, I'll show you. I'm going to share my screen again and I'll flip-flop this time to Crexy. So when you're looking on Crexy, I would go, don't even pick multifamily, go to all, right? Apply, go to for sale, all types, Macon, Georgia, and then go by cap rate. Let's go to maybe a 9 cap and see the minimum what will come up. How many properties? Eight. Okay, eight. That's not
Right.
bad. So if we scan this real quick, insane 9.56 cap, stable per. So this one, 245,000. This is interesting. So what is this? That's
You
that's
find all
really
kinds of stuff when you start poking around, like, yeah.
I'm gonna get my LOI ready. 3 units right there. Three
Oh,
units
wow.
for 245,000.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that gets you in the door. You could
Yeah.
take the deal down yourself right
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Oh,
So this is exciting. Almost you're looking at like maybe 245,000 even at 30%,
mm,
you know, bring together two or three friends at 20, 30,000 a pop. You're done.
right.
And you got yourself your first multi, right?
And
Let's go
don't
Yeah.
back there.
forget, it's a triplex. So if you bring in a partner and let's say they buy it as an owner occupied because they're going to live in one of the units, it's only 5% down, which normally I would not recommend, but at a 9 cap, it might actually work.
Right.
It doesn't work for like if it's like a 6 cap or whatever, because your interest rate might be higher.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, with this higher cap rates, it's possible.
Check out this one, Steven. This is something attractive too. This is something I would be totally like getting more information. 630,000, 6 units.
Mm,
That's attractive. At a 9.52 cap, 6 units. I'd be totally looking into this.
Guess I'm gonna have to start digging a little more. I'll dig a
Oh
little
yeah,
into
that's
it.
right. Right in the market you were talking about the other day.
Look at
Yep.
100 deals. I'm telling you, nobody wants to hear it, but I was actually talking to somebody who is in a different space, more kind of like looking at different asset classes, not real estate related. And they also said it's like, okay, it's easy to look at 5 deals and just grab one, but it doesn't show any level of sophistication and doesn't provide you with the fluency that you need in order to then really recognize when something really good comes along, right?
Right.
But it is a numbers game. That's why we kind of strongly suggest that you guys look at like minimum 10 deals a week. And honestly, it's not even that much. the some of our past students that became syndicators, they will easily look at 10 a day. I mean, of
Yeah,
course, that's when you're doing it full time and, like slightly different.
right.
But yeah, so people who, start playing in that sandbox, that's how they spend most of their days vetting deals.
Yeah, yeah. And right now, I mean, within like less than 10 minutes, we looked at three or four. We scanned them really quick, checked them out, and that's how fast you want to be moving, right? And if it looks a little juicy or attractive, it's like a muscle. It starts to work when you work it, throw out that LOI and see what happens next, right? You're in no point of worry just moving that muscle. The moment you start to worry is when the money goes hard. When you're actually open escrow or open the under contract. If we say escrow in California, I forget what you call it in some parts of the country. When the money goes hard and non-refundable, heck yeah, that's when you worry, right? But you don't worry if you did all your due diligence.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, you start going through things, and so when we discuss like go through 10 deals and maybe none of them will pan out, right?
Hmm. Right.
But then be able to say why they didn't pan out. And so like Joe just went in there and found two potential deals to look at,
Hmm.
then dig deeper, and if they do work, then know why they work, right? It's the six questions that we have to ask about every deal.
And
Right.
then another bonus, of course, Stephen, working with Susanna and I, we could double check your work. We've got a system that'll check your numbers in minutes. And
Yeah.
if we needed, permanent financing, we've got 700 plus lenders that'll say, yeah, we really want that deal. I mean, I talked to one yesterday. He might have called me at least three times yesterday. I want that deal. I want that deal. I was like, whoa.
Really? Wow.
Yep.
But that's such a good deal, Joe. But that was an off-market deal, right? Was it not?
Correct. Correct. It was, yeah, broker pocket listing.
Mm,
Oh man, I love those.
Yeah.
nice. Nice.
How do we get more of those, Joe? Like tell us how we can see maybe
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
similar
So
deals to that, especially in the SoCal area, which I know is currently not as hot as it normally it is. So it might be a really good time to invest for people. Like as you know, I love that area. So I always love to find like an entry point.
100%. So like, if you're trying to connect with these brokers with these kind of pocket listings, I would really say they're not floating seminar to seminar unless it's like a big, big convention like CCIM or ICSC. All these acronyms I'm throwing out there, they're commercial conventions. You have to pay to play to get there to meet these guys. The other quick way is start making those calls, get under their radar, have those scripts handy and practice. You could practice here at the group setting or private one-to-one, and really, really know those buzzwords, phrases, and terms. So when you either send them an email, send them a quick text or message, they're going to go like, okay, this guy's been doing it for years. This guy's legit. So that's how I would get in front of them and get under their radar is pay for the conventions or really start doing some outreach on Crexy, LoopNet, start calling these big houses, Marcus Millichap, Cushman Wakefield, all these different brokerage houses and start getting to know them.
Right. Will do.
Yep, for sure.
Definitely
For
noted.
sure.
Mhm.
Was that Joe? Was that one of the big brokers on that deal that you were working on?
No, no, he's actually a small boutique brokerage that referral. And so it was one of my networking groups. They knew that I'm very involved in commercial, and they just threw me up a straight up what do you call that? I'm trying to think of the baseball term, underhand easy lob pitch. And it's one that you can knock out of the park pretty quickly. So yeah, get around. I keep telling people, I think I even said it at the event. a closed mouth doesn't get fed. A closed
Right.
mouth doesn't get fed. So you want to constantly flap your lips. And I mean, I'm throwing more and more and more YouTube, and my reach is getting bigger and bigger. I don't know if you guys saw, but you know, recently I made a big mistake and I lost my YouTube channel. I reopened it 2 months ago and I'm already over 1,000 subscribers. So you
Wow.
got to get out there and hustle, hustle, hustle.
Right. Definitely. I have Crexy just to add. I did add the subscription um with the gentleman from the one of the last meetings, Zoom meetings that
Yeah.
you had on. I can't recall his name.
John Phillip.
John. It was Jonathan.
Yeah, John Phillip. John Phillip.
Yeah, John Philp. Yeah. So yeah, I have Crexy now, and I'm on it like pretty much every day. So I am out there looking. I'm hunting, and just listening to both of you in terms of the creative ways to get on Crexy and look at different cap rates in my area, and looking at, like you said, the little clues. Those will definitely make a difference. In order for me to be able to secure, my first deal. So,
Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. Just keep putting your feelers out there, and eventually, you're gonna catch something. Um, the other one that I want to show just for you and our audience, whoever's watching this, is good old LoopNet. Just keep in mind, um, some people advertise only on Crexy. Some people advertise on LoopNet. Some people advertise on both. Okay, so I put down this time Atlanta, Georgia, for sale. Property types I put all, and then cap rate I put 10 as a minimum, and two came up. So we got a retail 895, 10 cap, and then we got an assisted living 1.5 million at a 10 cap. This one probably looks a little more attractive.
That's interesting, Joe. I have honestly have never searched by cap rate. That is such a easy hack. I don't know why I've never done it.
Yep, yep, absolutely.
yeah,
Teamwork makes the
I've never
dream
done
work,
it either.
Susanna. Yeah, and then right here you got your
In my
OM, your
research, I
offer.
actually found a couple of nine caps.
Good, 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 good. And they say the rates are going to go down,
Well, I didn't mean to
and
cut you off, Joe. I'm sorry.
that's okay. Yeah, so you found a nine cap.
Yeah, I found a nine cap. Actually, I believe it was in your area, your neck of the woods. Actually, it's
Oh,
either a 10 or a 15 unit. I don't have it in front of me, but it's a 10 or a
we
15
want to
unit.
see that.
100%,
Yeah,
Steven.
Are you kidding me? Where is
definitely,
that? Let's see it. Come on,
definitely.
that
Yeah,
sounds really in
yeah.
the San Diego area or SoCal in general.
It's it's SoCal. Yeah, yep, absolutely. Yep. I'll send you the details, and we can
Yeah,
kind of go
let's
over
see it.
it. Yeah.
If it's something doable, let's make it work, man.
Okay. Definitely. I'll pull it up.
For sure.
I mean, a
Probably.
10 cap, you can almost like flip and make some quick cash. Of course, we like to hold and, because that should have some pretty incredible cash flow at a 10 cap.
Fortunately, I'm on the road right now. I'm just getting to the house now. I'm gonna be able to jump on.
Yeah, so you just get off the work?
No. I'm actually off this week, so I've been doing a little running around before the end of the year. I had to get a couple things taken care of, so now I'm just getting back to the house. So gonna jump on my
Cool, cool, cool,
Joe,
cool.
what's the house behind you? You changed
Oh,
your
that's
background.
actually a single family I sold in my neighborhood. So I sold that one last year. Um, Took me only a month to sell it at 1.8 million.
Oh wow.
Jeez. See,
Crazy,
San
right?
Diego has different prices than like
Yeah.
the rest of
Yeah,
the world.
different
Yeah.
place. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like 5 minutes away from where I live. So yeah, it's not a mansion, but yeah, you could probably get something real big in the Midwest for 2 million.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
So are you at home now, Steve?
Yeah, I'm just getting in the door and I'm
Okay,
gonna
so I
check.
want to look at this 10 cap listing.
Okay. Give me a
Yeah,
few
yeah.
minutes.
If you
Let
can
me
pull it
just
up, let's look at it right now.
okay.
And
That would be something if one of our students bought the 10 cap.
let's
I mean,
go.
yeah.
Okay, bear
Yeah.
with me 1 second. Let me see.
Yeah, here's that other one that I was talking about. Right here. This is a really interesting property.
We're not seeing your
I don't
screen,
think I'd
Joe.
touch it, but I could share it with you. Um, okay, so this one, check this out. Desert Tower, Inkapa, Hakamba. It's a tower for sale. I don't think I'd touch it.
Where is it?
Hakamba, California, wherever that is.
Wow.
And this is what I'm talking about. See, it's a Coldwell Banker West. That's a residential brokerage that just randomly got this listing. But yeah, this is, I don't know what anybody could really, I mean, it's going to take a unique buyer, that's for sure.
Wow, that is a very unusual structure. But it
Yeah,
looks like
so
it's in the desert, and the thing is like, when you say you would like to invest in your backyard, you're talking about coastal California, right, Joe?
yeah, you want it high density.
Or would you
Um,
do like Palm Springs or something like
Palm
that?
Springs is okay. It's the Palm Springs I like. It's only, an hour and a half away. I go out there, 2, 3 times a year. I'm very familiar. I would consider Palm Springs. I would consider anything that's like a 2 hour drive from where I'm at, which is, af 2 hours outside of where I'm at, prices drop significantly. So, Temecula, Stephen, Murrieta, they call it IE, Inland Empire, Riverside County, San Bernardino, yeah, Palm Springs. There's a lot of different parts of California I would consider for sure that are like 2 hour drive from me. Right here, again, seller financing. I'm seeing this more and more, Stephen. So look out for that. Whenever you see that, oh man, this is all terms. This is speaking loud and clear. I could go with terms. And I don't
Okay.
mind overpaying for a property
Mm-hmm.
if I could get
If it has
great terms.
terms. Yeah.
If
That's
it
it.
has terms, okay.
Yep.
All right, there.
Yeah.
Well, but if you get terms, then technically you're not overpaying. So,
Right.
right.
Right. We kind of want to sell that to the seller.
Right.
Here's another one, 337 days. You look at these clues right away, Stephen. Like, man, shoot him a low ball offer. I don't know if I mentioned it to you or the somebody else, but do you know what a swag offer is, Stephen?
Yeah, I believe you mentioned it to me. It's where you just kind of shoot an offer out there and see if it sticks for the most part.
Do you know what it stands for, Susanna?
No, tell me. I'm gonna
One
have
of
to
my
start
men
showing up to your sessions with Steve because
Mhm.
one of my mentors taught me, yeah, you'll do a swag offer. Scientific wild ass guess. So you just make up a number, but you don't make it a round number. Okay. When you take whatever their purchase price, subtract like 37%. There's my swag. That's my offer. Right. So you put enough of a buffer to see if they bite. Like the house that I'm in right now, I did that. I knew it was a don't want her. A don't want her. It was a divorce sale. And it was Black Friday 2018 when I made the offer and I went way below market and they bit. And that's what you want to look for. People that are willing to play when you know they're motivated.
Interesting.
Yep, yep. So I got it under market and plenty of equity today still in it. Um,
Steve, can you show your screen?
I'm trying to get on. Forgive me. Everything is kind of all over the place. I'm a mess
all good,
today.
all good.
Bear with me.
I'll show
Where's
you
the
another
screen?
one. Just these are clues, guys. Whenever you're looking out for these properties, um, right here, here's some more clues. 379 days on the market. They were listed at 5.195. They're now at 4.7 million. Very, very minimal description. Big price reduction. Sellers ready to sell. 18 well-maintained units.
Where's that?
La Mesa, same city that we're doing that deal in right now.
Ah,
Same city.
really?
Yeah.
So 10 units or 12 units?
This one's 18.
Let's do the number. No way. Hold on. Okay, let me do my quick little numbers magic. So 4.7, sorry. 18 units?
Hmm.
What is happening? How are you able
Yeah.
to even look at deals at 260 a door?
261 a door right
Yeah.
there. So I think I might have to make an offer on this one today.
Oh my God. Let's see some more information about it. What are the what's the do we have NOI or rents or is the
Nope.
location good?
Great question. So let me pull it up. Yeah, La Mesa is a good area. Here's San Diego State, which
Mm.
is, yeah, this one I would actually maybe throw an LOI today.
Today is a good day to throw an LOI because nobody else is working.
That's right.
No, it's actually a really great time to, for buyers if you want
Oh,
to
yeah.
kind of work through the holidays or in between. What's the unit mix?
Oh, here we go. NOI 215, it says.
Is it all 22? I'm sorry, what does that say? 18? I can't read it. Does that say 18 two bedroom?
18. I don't, this doesn't seem very, okay, so it almost looks like there's a lot of one bedrooms because there's 22 bedrooms. And if we take,
Okay, so these are probably all one bedroom units, which is still not necessarily a bad deal. So you're saying the NOI is 215?
yeah, let's just play with simple numbers.
So if it's 22, so what would be an average rent, one bedroom rent for that area? Just give me any kind of guess. I know we'll adjust it,
I
but
would probably say about 1800 maybe.
so 22 times into 1800, it's 39,000. We'll take a vacancy and the expenses, what do you usually take? 35% or so?
I like, yeah, 30 to 40%. So 35 is good.
So 24,000 times 12. So I'm coming up with 293 and they're saying 215.
That's pretty
So
close.
yeah, let's take 250 divided by 12, so 20,000. And they're asking 4 point what?
They're at 4.7.
4.7 and I have 20,000 a month available. So 4.7. Let's go 30% of the 3.3 loan.
And
And
you
I
can see
just
the
priced one
pictures.
out today.
What was that, Susanna?
I'm trying to price out the loan 3.3. Oh my God, it even has a pool. So Joe, here's a question. Do you consider that a plus or a minus on 18 units?
What what what
A
was, I'm
pool.
sorry.
Didn't it have a
Oh,
pool in the
if,
courtyard in one of the pictures?
right. Like if it's 18 units, it could be either or. If I have somebody on site, I'm more inclined to look into it better. If I don't have management on site, some extra eyeballs, I'm a little nervous. So definitely I'd probably install cameras as a value add, get better security, because it could be a liability, which you don't want. And you got to figure out like those are extra expenses that you want to look at the P&Ls to see what kind of maintenance with the pool, the landscaping, all that, to make sure you really dial in the expenses. This looks like a value add too, Stephen. When you have this kind of old tile, this might be a Formica top.
Right.
Um, so you want to look at these different ways to, hey, what can I do value add? Um, and I want to know, make sure, that NOI is actuals, because when I
Hmm.
see a picture like this, okay, hopefully this is a Monday through Friday, everybody's at work, or do
Right.
I have high vacancy? So these are different things you want to consider. So the more and more deals, like Susanna said, these are kind of things you want to think of. You want to get in there, like, always trust but verify. Verify
Right.
the information.
I just sent you both of you an email with the OM for that nine cap. I was telling you, for whatever reason I can't get on my computer with the Zoom and send share my screen. So I said, let me just send it to you to your email.
Okay, and if we run out of time, we could just talk off the meeting. I made you a co-host, Susanna. I don't know if you have more time today or not. Oh, here we go.
Well, we
Let me,
usually go 45 minutes on this, right?
yeah, and I do have a little put time, so let me see if I could pull this up. I saw the email come through, and let me.
1152 West 88th Street. Oh, it's in
Okay,
LA. 9.81 cap. Huh.
okay, so it does look like a on-market deal because that is a broker, and that's a pretty looking good OM, right? All right, let's take
Mhm.
a look. Oh, Los Angeles. Okay, that's a
100,
little.
100% two-bedroom units.
Los Angeles is a couple hours away from me, but still within reason. 10 unit. Oh yeah, look at that. Three units are delivered vacant. Okay, so we got to know why.
Mhm.
So I would ask the broker that, Stephen, is
Right.
like, you have three units vacant. What's going on?
Hmm.
Um, Definitely you could see more value add there.
Yep.
Definitely needs a new good paint job.
Absolutely.
How much in deferred maintenance, I would ask, like, um, what kind of things that we need to do to bring this up to par, um, get the rent rolls, you know, um, how many on month to month, some are new leases. So that's all part of your due diligence.
Right.
195 a door is not bad. So what I would find out, you could even go on Zillow, find
Hmm.
out, go onto Zillow, find out one bedroom, two bedroom. Here's your mix right there. So I would look at two bedroom. How much is it per door in that same zip code in LA? And if it's more than 195, you're looking really, really good. If it's really close, then yeah, that might not be super attractive. So I would find out how
Okay.
much per door
Okay.
No, I think they said how much. Oh, you mean on the rehab?
on the average on like Zillow, like the market. What's the
Yeah.
market bearing?
Interesting because I don't see on the OM, I don't see the price anywhere.
It's there.
It's 1.95.
Yeah, 1.95. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, on page 11. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it's enough to like dig deeper for sure.
Right.
For sure. When they show an ugly picture that needs paint, that's a value add, automatic.
Right. Okay, I'll give him a call and ask about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I would call right after this, and
Mhm.
those are some of the questions I would ask, and go in there a little bit with some ammo.
Right.
So do your Zillow research, find out how much per door.
Okay.
And then, okay, we got a couple section 8 right there. Okay, renovated, renovated, renovated. So that means the deferred maintenance has been done on those.
Mhm.
Um, what would it take to bring these up to par and do a rent survey, Stephen? So
Okay.
check out, like, if you could randomly call apartment complexes in the area, a quick rent survey is, hey, you know what? I'm thinking about moving into that area. What do you have as vacant right now? How much is it to go? Do you have any other options? So call apartment complexes right there nearby and ask them how much rent is. And then this will tell you too, are they on point or off point?
Okay.
So you do a quick rent survey as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Correct. Okay.
I would probably watch this recording over because I went through a lot of these things really, really fast. But
Okay.
those are really good golden nuggets to take away.
Okay. Will do.
Anything else you see, Susanna, that I missed?
No, you go. I mean, you covered all of it basically. So the only other thing I'm going to say, because I looked in the LA area, probably more so than San Diego, and I'm getting the kind of feeling that whenever, because I just looked at a freaking amazing deal in Pasadena, and there was nothing vacant, but one of them, the broker said, "Oh, this one specific tenant may be moving out shortly." So like, it's a good thing, right? Because in
Mhm.
LA. Specific areas, I think also you're going to be restricted on how much you can raise rent. So when it's vacant, you can kind of like reset the rental amount. So that might be a positive thing.
Right.
But it
Yeah.
depends on, what county it's in and, requires a little more research.
Mhm.
Yeah, they
Okay.
have a rent control here in California. So that kind of sometimes is a turn off,
Right.
sometimes it's a turn on.
Mhm.
Here's your price per door. They did show some comps here, but I would still trust but verify.
Right.
You got some up to 260 a door, but then you
Mhm.
got to look closely. This one's 1995.
Right.
We're looking at 1935, I think I saw.
I
So
think it
this
was
is way,
1938. And
yeah,
that's the
way
other thing
older.
I'm seeing too, especially in the LA area, that anything like prior to 1950 seems to be discounted.
Mhm. When you say
But
discounted, you're speaking in
no, I
terms
mean,
of
I shouldn't
rent
say discounted,
or
but it just seems to be priced lower than,
price lower. Okay.
like, so for
Mhm.
example, in my area, we have a lot of like 1950s and 60s product, especially in kind of like the center,
Right.
right, of the metropolitan area. And so the question to ask there, so it's not necessarily a bad thing, but the question to ask there, has the electrical been upgraded? And then very important, plumbing, right? Because if you have like cast iron plumbing or aluminum wiring, um, so those are just some additional questions.
And then this is talking about like knowing your area. Once upon a time, this area was not where you wanted to be. But
Okay.
since they built the SoFi Stadium, that's actually where the Los Angeles Rams play.
Right.
And the the Olympics is coming in 2028. So
Right.
all this area is getting improved, and this
Right.
is not too bad from all that stuff. So
Hmm.
I would definitely dig deeper on this one, Stephen.
Do you think RUBS could be implemented with the utilities? Is that something
Susanna?
that is prevalent in California where RUBS have been included to reduce some costs there?
We see it in every state.
Hmm.
But I wonder how that would work. It's like with the Section 8, that might be a restriction in
Hmm.
California specifically, but with regular tenants, rubs is not unusual.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so pull up the if you could get the P&Ls,
Okay.
then you could start to see where these different expenses um might help or hurt this deal. I mean, they have
Hmm.
it here, right? But you want to really look at it very, very closely. Again, trust but verify.
Right.
Joe, I want to look at, so this is an interesting deal, but I want to look some more on your La Mesa deal. Like San Diego, honestly, so you have been in San Diego for many decades. When was the last time you saw this kind of pricing?
Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while. It's been, God, that's a great question. I want to say, man, you might want to look back definitely pre-COVID. So
Hmm. Wow.
maybe 2012 to 2015.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow.
So about 10 years ago. So when they're saying like right now's the time, it is. It is
So
because
what's the trend? Is it still trending down?
actually what some of the experts are saying is, man, as soon as New Year's hit, and if the rates drop, it's gonna go bananas.
If the rates drop, yeah, for sure.
If the
No,
rates
I love
drop,
it. I mean, especially that SoCal. It's, you know what a lot of people don't understand is that, yeah, I mean, you can make money in any market and really in any area, but there's like a once in a lifetime, like San Francisco area, San Diego area, I could never touch in my lifetime with Phoenix pricing, right? Especially like Silicon Valley, are you kidding me? $1.5 million per unit? It's on sale.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do
So
you
move fast,
do,
Stephen. Definitely move fast. This is a time that,
mhm,
like, yeah, exercise that LOI muscle, make
right.
offers, look at deals, bring them to the table like you did today. That was awesome. That
Hmm.
was awesome. Get more of these packages and then run them by us. And yeah, you never know. That could be, one deal and done.
Do you think because you're seeing the trend that you're seeing, is it due to a lot of uh mortgage or notes becoming due, or they're have
100%.
balloon payments coming due?
100%.
Okay.
100%. So the mortgage maturities, people bought, 3%, 4%.
Hmm.
They did not anticipate the market going to 7, 8%.
Right.
And it got a lot of people in trouble. And so
Mm.
that's what's happening. We're starting to see even the single family, some of my colleagues, they're dealing with short sales right now.
Wow.
That was not heard of
That's
for
a
a
long
long,
time
long
ago.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty amazing if you say that.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So money's exchanging hands right now. And yeah, you definitely want to be on the other side of the equation right now.
Right. Okay. Yeah,
Yep.
I'll definitely
I
plan.
I gotta fly, guys. I don't know if you
Yeah.
want to stay on, Susanna. You could stay
Mhm.
on your
Why do
co-host.
you do that to me? You do this every time, Joe. I'm gonna call you out on it. This is the last time you're doing it. Like, no.
I got 45 minutes on 45 minutes.
We're doing, yeah. Okay. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New
Can't wait
Year.
to see everyone in the new year.
Definitely.
So Tuesdays at this time, this is noon my time, 2 p.m. your time, Steve, and 11
Yeah,
o'clock your time, Joe, right?
You got it. You got it. I'm super glad you made it today, Stephen.
I
Great,
appreciate
great
you both.
deal.
Thank you
I
so
want to
much.
hear that an LOI was submitted.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm working and I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm gonna make my calls, and while I'm in the process of making my calls, I'm working on that LOI and having it sent out ASAP. So
And you're
I'm on
still
it.
working on the other one with Jimmy?
Well, I kind of pulled back with that because I said, you know what? I'm still in my learning process and I don't want to bite off more than we can chew. So I said, well, I didn't have a lot of outside resources to kind of help take that particular deal down. So I
Well,
said,
Joe, they were asking for
yeah,
proof of funds. And
yeah,
so he
Okay.
was then at that point reaching out to you and me. And then I said, if that's the case, then we need to be in your backyard. That's how we got here.
Yeah. Smart
Yeah.
move, Stephen. The way
yeah.
you scripted that language and script was solid. Solid.
Yes,
You got
definitely.
game, Steven.
Hey, I'm
Let's use that
trying. I'm trying. I'm
more, a
trying
lot
to
more,
trying to
okay?
get refined. I'm here so you guys can refine me. So
Let's
I'm
go.
here. Yeah, let's go. Appreciate it.
All right.
All right,
Sounds
guys. Have
good.
a
We'll
happy new
see you
year.
guys in the
See you
next
soon.
year.
All right. Happy New Year. You guys take
Happy
care.
New Year.
You too. You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.